Hi there, good afternoon. My name is Mona Giordano, and I am a certified business startup coach here in the Tampa Bay area, Florida. This is Biz Tips Live at noon, and I'm here for 19th week in a row. Wow, can you believe it? And what I'm going to do is give you some ideas today on a few side hustle ideas. Did you know that 80% of people are unhappy in their current job? Isn't that horrible? 80% of people are doing drudgery work because they have to do something so that they have income coming in or benefits or whatever. But there are some things that you can do on the side and start your own business without having to have an SBA, without having to even have a degree or any type of official credentials. And so today I want to spend a few minutes giving you some of those ideas. Okay, so these are a few easy to start side hustle ideas. One of them, let me give you a quote here from Seth Godin. He says that you don't find customers for your products, you find products for your customers. Let me say that again because it is invaluable information. You don't find customers for your products. You find products for your customers. Anytime that you're wanting to start your own business, it's really imperative that you identify a need, something that people are wanting, something that people are needing, something that's going to solve a problem, whether that's a product or whether it's a service. You want to be able to start out knowing that you have a customer base that needs what you have to offer. So 50%, now here's a sad statistic, 50% of small businesses fail within the first 4 or 5 years, and that's according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I don't want to see you be one of those businesses. There's just too many opportunities out there that you can start your own business and be successful. With today's online experiences that are going on, the working landscape has changed. And so here, let's go. I want to give you just a few suggestions of some things that you can do even while you're working a 9-to-5 job, something that you can start on the side, get going, make money before you quit your 9-to-5 job. And you don't want to give up your regular income until you've got it going on, until you know that what you have chosen to do is going to provide a valuable service for your customer, or a service or a product rather. So consulting, that's kind of what I do. Okay, I'm a business consultant. I'm a certified life coach who specializes in business startups and ministry startups. Now, do I have an SBA? No, I do not. What do I have that sets me apart, that makes me different, that qualifies me to help people in this niche? Experience, lots and lots of experience, 30 years of practical experience, not just in brick and mortar businesses, but also in entrepreneurial businesses. So experience is just vital. You don't beat yourself up and discount the fact that maybe you don't have that degree. What you need is experience. You need to be good enough to help people achieve their goals. Okay, some examples would be consulting business, mentoring. What about tutoring? Maybe you are really excellent in history or in literature or math. There are so many students out there that could benefit from your help, from your services. So, and that's not something that you have to have a teaching certificate for, not tutoring. So think of that as a possibility. Think of mentoring someone. You may be a stay-at-home mom with children that you have to care for that may be able to even mentor young ladies that need to learn how to be a good mom and so on. The ideas are endless. You don't have to have a degree. You do have to have an excellent proven track record, I'm going to say. You need to have experience at what it is that you're going to be consulting or mentoring, not just an idea, okay? Then what about direct sales? There are so many direct sales companies out there right now. And that's actually how I started my side hustle. Okay, after being in business for many, many years, I'm going to say, oh goodness, 25 years in a brick and mortar, very successful, still running today. But after 25 years, I underwent a medical procedure that changed my life forever. And I decided that there just had to be more to life than what I was doing. I was kind of feeling trapped in that same day in and day out procedure. Now, it provided a good life for me, but I needed more. I needed a side hustle to spark my passion and to allow my creative energies to be utilized and so forth. So I started selling 31 gifts. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's one of a myriad of sales companies that for $99, you can get your startup kit, all of the business supplies that you need, and training. So I did that. Now let me just run a few names by you I'm sure that you'll be familiar with. Tupperware, Mary Kay, 31, Dove Chocolate, Scentsy. Oh goodness, I could go on and on and on for days. There's so many. But here's the trick. You want to make sure that you pick one that's not so widely saturated that you're going to have to work so hard to get your product out there. In direct sales, you don't want to just sell to your family, your relatives, and your friends. Believe me when I tell you, they will run when they see you coming if you get into a direct sales business and try to just target all of the people you know and your family and loved ones to buy your product, to meet your quotas. No, find something that you're passionate about. Look for something that's just getting started, something that is exciting and new, that isn't saturated in the marketplace. And then you still want to set yourself apart. You want to make yourself known in your niche as just an expert, as the go-to person for that product, that direct sales product. There are so many avenues that you can visit in that, from vendor shows and different types of events to having a little boutique if you want a brick and mortar store. Now, not all direct sales companies will allow for that, so I have to just put that disclaimer in there. But anyway, the possibilities are just endless when it comes to direct sales opportunities. So you have a very limited investment. Usually they provide you even with a website, which is your quote back office. So that's an idea of another low cost and lower risk industry. Now, let me give you a little tip. Don't buy up all of the stuff. That's why I wasn't so great at 31. I did good, but I spent more than I was making because I loved the product so much. So don't make that same mistake. Now, that experience of doing direct sales gave me such wonderful training that from there I branched out and I opened up my own business, which is Inspirational Bling. Inspirational Bling is still alive and well, and it lives right here at the Direct Connection where we record this broadcast from every single week. So while I'm not out doing as many vendor shows as I used to, I have a boutique here in the shop, and I love bling. What can I say? I chose something that I really, really loved, and that direct sales experience gave me the experience to start my own business. So that's one of the many things that I do and love and am passionate about, and I make no apologies for that. That's how God wired me. I can't do just one thing. Okay. Back on topic now. Let's see, dropshipping. Huge, huge opportunity. Oh goodness, I sound like that guy on that commercial. And it bugs me. It just really bugs me. So I apologize for that. But anyway, dropshipping is a huge opportunity. You can actually get in contact with manufacturers, t-shirt companies, whatever. Go online and start looking around in groups. What are people buying? What are they searching for? What are the products that make their life easier? And figure out a way so that you say, for example, you're really good in sales, you're really good in marketing, but you're not ready to start a manufacturing company and you don't have tons of money for inventory supplies and product development and all of that. So use your expertise in sales and marketing to ship and have like an e-commerce store where you don't even have to handle the product. Maybe you have some so that you can take pictures, so that you can show samples, so that you know the quality of the merchandise that you're representing, but you don't even have to have a warehouse full of it. You can actually have the manufacturer drop ship that for you, and it's wildly successful. So do some research, do some homework, and find out what it is that people are buying the most of online, and then look for some unique opportunities to offer that in an e-commerce store and drop ship. So once again, you're going to have a low investment, but you're going to capitalize on the fact that you're really good in sales, you're really good in marketing. Okay, so moving on, service businesses. Now that's kind of what I'm doing. Well, it is what I'm doing. I am a business startup coach, or a ministry startup coach. I also consult people with social media marketing and how to use Canva to create graphics, and how to put together Facebook pages and set up Twitter accounts and so on. So what are you good at? What is it that you just rock? You are so good at it, and people are always asking you for help. Identify what that is, and you can actually build a service-based business around something that you're really, truly good at, okay? Now, in a service-based business, you also can do some manual things. For example, what about a lawn care business? Again, keeping your minimum investment down. You need a lawnmower, you need a weed whacker, maybe a blower, but you can actually, if you like that physical type of activity, getting out in nature, making money, then a lawn service would be a good thing. Maybe you're not so much into that physical of a job, but you can walk dogs or babysit dogs, take care of pets while people are working. That's another huge industry out there, that if you're really good with pets, you love pets, pets love you. Hi, Tracy, how are you doing? Welcome to Biz Tips Live at Noon. That's Tracy Metzger, y'all, that just joined us, and she is the co-founder of For the Girls International, a wonderful, wonderful organization here in the Tampa Bay area. If you don't know about them, I suggest you check it out. Go to ftgi.org. They have girls' nights. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but hey, Tracy, so glad that you're here. Okay, so other things that you can do. What about being someone's virtual assistant? When I was younger, I had a business, and I called it Taking Care of Business. And so what I did, I had clients that were lawyers' wives and doctors' wives, and they had children and very, very busy schedules. And so I did all the things that needed to be done with love and nurture, okay? Picking the kids up from school, dropping them off at music lessons, dance lessons, art lessons, picking up the dry cleaning, going to the grocery store. Sometimes it was things like reorganizing cabinets and bringing some organization into their life. So taking care of business covered a lot of that. So I was able to do something that I just naturally was good at, organization, and turn that into a money-making business. So really, guys, the ideas are endless. There's so many things that you can do. But I want to just revert back for 1 second and start with the most important thing, what I started off with. And that is, you don't find customers for your products. You find products, or you could insert services for your customers. Actually, Tracy, if you're still here, can you give me a number 1 or a 2? Let me know if you're still here, because I want to do another shout out. Tracy actually sat down with me week after week and poured into my life at a Starbucks over coffee. And she gave me wonderful, wonderful ideas about opening up a store, Envy Store, a cost-free store where I could put my products, my jewelry online. And she just mentored me in a wonderful way. And so I'm kind of carrying on in that same fashion in what I do now. It was life-changing for me, but I couldn't stop at just one thing. She always told me that I needed to just keep it simple and scale it down, but that's just not my DNA. That's not how I'm wired. So now I not only have Inspirational Bling, but I also have the Direct Connection, which is a women's co-working space. My husband and I still own the Pest Control General Store, which is right next door. I have a ministry, Mona Giordano Ministries, and I host events. And so I love why how I roll. You know, my DNA is busy and multitasking. That's never what I recommend, though. I remember Tracy's advice to me about keeping it simple, and that does make life much easier. But if you have my kind of wiring, that's just impossible to do. So thank you, Tracy, for all those hours that you spent with me, pouring into my life and mentoring me, because I'm your protege. All right, so let's see, moving on now. Here is another thing that you can do for service. Maybe you rock at social media. Do you have any idea how many businesses out there really need to have presence on social media? They need to be on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. Yes, I'm an old lady and I said Snapchat. If you're not on there, you need to get on there. We have got to keep up with the times. But as a busy business owner, it's hard for me to spend a lot of time just sitting behind a computer and generating these posts and then putting them out there and scheduling them. But there's a lot of people that could use someone, you know, like a virtual assistant in that realm to do social media posting. So there's another idea that you know, again, if you know how to post on social media, then you could do your own marketing. You could create your ads in Canva, which is a free platform, and boom, you can be like a social media virtual assistant. Or you can do light filing, and you know, there's just so many different things. You just have to identify where the needs are, and the clients will come. Okay? Now, did you know that right now 90% of, well, no, let me start over. The baby boomer generation is huge, and we're getting older. And so as we get older, the idea of going into some sort of assisted care, assisted living facility becomes more and more real to us. And I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to spend my end days. So consider this as a side hustle. What about senior companionship and light duty care? Now, I'm not talking about medical type of service, okay, because we're doing blood pressure checks and monitoring and many of those things in senior care. They need to have a registered nurse, or at the very minimum, a CNA, certified nursing assistant, okay? What I'm talking about is someone that can come over and spend time with them, that can play bingo with them, that can read books together, play games together, maybe take them out to do some light shopping, or maybe you do the shopping for them. Okay, back to that taking care of business idea. Just a companion. I'm not talking about bathing. I'm not talking about feeding or things that could cause them in any way, shape, or form any type of harm. But there's so many things. They just want company. They want to be loved, and they want companionship. And that's something that you don't have to have a degree, but you can provide a service for an aging community that desires to live at home. 90% statistically of aging men and women want to stay at home and not go into those facilities. So there's yet one more side hustle idea for you to consider about, or to consider. So that's going to wrap it up today, because I think I've already gone over my 15-minute time frame that I try to stay within. But I hope that this has been helpful to you. My name is Mona Giordano, and I'm a certified business coach. I specialize in startup businesses and startup ministries, and also I'm a life coach. So if you need spiritual development, if you just need direction, goal setting, accountability, that's what I do. All those side hustles that I have are just that. They are side hustles. This is my main frame. This is the platform from which I operate. And all of those other things are part of me. My ministry is part of me. I'm passionate about it. In my ministry, I'm an author and a speaker and all of those things. But my main gig, my main deal is that of a certified business coach. And I can help you. I want to take you from the grand idea to the grand opening. So I do hope that you'll take advantage of a free offer that I'm doing, which is a discovery session where we can sit together either in person if you're in the Tampa Bay area, Florida, or via Zoom or Skype, and do a discovery session and see if there's a way that I can be a good fit for you to help you take your grand idea to the grand opening. I'm going to post my web address in the comments below. In the meantime, though, I hope that you would like me on Facebook. I am Mona Giordano, Certified Business Coach. And until next Tuesday for episode 20, thank you so much for joining us today. Be blessed and have a great, great and productive week.